Alrighty, we're back. Sorry again for leaving us off in the middle of a climax. But, yeah, we should have enough time to play this through to completion today. So, let us keep going.
Seed of memory. These memoria are what Cyrene took in. They're the memories of all of the cosmos's life forms. Did her sense of self already become so weak in order to protect them?
The path characteristic you exhibit is very special. There's no way you're just a simple memo sprite. However, I'm sure about one thing. You are a mimetic entity born in Amphorius. Yet you only awakened with the little one's arrival and only matured as she embarked on the path of remembrance. That means your existence is completely attached to her memories. If there ever comes a day when she forgets about you for even a few seconds, or loses her last connection with Amphorius, then you must be prepared for the worst. You will disappear in the memory zone, utterly gone, without even a single line of data to remember you by.
In that case, let me remember the cosmos with you. That way, it won't just be your memories alone.
It's getting out of control! Run for your lives! Retreat! It's... darn it! We've still got ammo. Hold the line! At all costs! Too many injured. Can't take it anymore.
These memories are so heavy.
Me?
Do you feel better now?
Hang in there, Deliverer. I finally get it now. The instants Droid had calculated aren't about the destruction. What they want to prove is how the cosmos would come back after being destroyed.
If a new life is to be born, its seed has to be dead. When the remembrance converges with the trailblaze, lead us to witness the miracle.
Of course I will. I won't give up.
Nervous center not responding.
It's the same
Nervous center
nonsense.
not responding. Look at this mess! World, my child.
You'll see. It's me, friend. Don't you recognize me? Or did I really change that much?
How many more memories?
Tired? Then take a break. No one's gonna blame you.
What's up, Kafka?
You don't need me to give you words of encouragement. So, I just want to tell you one thing. I'll tell you the purpose of your stop at Amphorius. On that trip, you will encounter a pure child of Anasraba. Teach her what love is. And then you will directly face the destruction for the first time. From this point, Your choice will split destiny in twain. In the darker of the two outcomes, the trailblazing journey will turn into a flawless memory. She will carefully treasure and protect everything you and the Astral Express have experienced until that magnificent war between the gods, when she, with love in her heart, will ascend at the end of time to become the master of causality. The universe will be snuffed out in the destruction, and you and she will become the beginning and the end of the Eden of blessed insight. You shall become the only two lives in all of existence, and you shall live in an eternal past, present, and future. You shall sow as many seeds as the sands of Ganga, trim an asamkaya of leaves, and harvest a nayuta of flowers. That is the cosmos's fourth kind of finality, the remembrance. But for now, you still have a chance to make a choice.
You still have a long way to go on your trailblazing journey, child. I'll keep this brief. The journey has only just begun. Welt, our other companions, and I still have many secrets we've yet to share with you. So, aren't you curious? We kept these stories to ourselves because we believed we had a long future ahead of us. Even a cosmos-spanning crisis, once the dust has settled, is nothing more than a memory of the journey, a single point on our long road. There will come a day when we tell each other everything. So, for the sake of that day, don't give up.
We all know what kind of decision you'll make, and I believe the script will not progress toward the wrong ending. So relax. Listen, when you have the chance to make a choice, make one that you know you won't regret.
Keep moving forward. Keep trailblazing.
And when tomorrow comes, share with me the miracle you've created with your own hands.
See you on the Express, kid.
See you in destiny.
I will reach tomorrow.
The prophet has arrived.
The world beyond the sky was never gazing up at the sky.
Look! There's a red light in the sky.
Cyrene, wake up. Together, we will. Tread on the path of remembrance.
No wonder I always had a weird hunch. But that also means I was right in thinking. As long as Friend and I are together, we can do anything. Our friend's shoulders are really dependable. Of course you did. And you didn't leave a single ripple behind. Now, countless consciousnesses are flowing in our hearts. Can you still move? It's time for us to complete the real Genesis. In the instant Iron Tomb's hatred devoured everything, a gaze fell upon me. The remembrance. That was the god who appeared in Cyrene's dream. Their figure and speech were both so blurred.
I guess just how food.
But while they gazed at me, I was able to collect all the memories stained by the destruction and write down this eternal page. And now, we will use this tranquility to cleanse Iron Tomb's rage. Simple. Just like what it was doing to us all this time, but reversed. Did you forget? I'm Amphorius's heart. For everyone who's a factor, their power isn't tied solely to Iron Tomb anymore. It has other places to go. Let 30 million cycles of memories be condensed upon us, and let the scepter reach the answer it had before it was distorted. The body is meant to be restrained by the heart, no? Even if the apocalyptic virus is doomed to spread into the cosmos, we can at least try to fight against hatred with love. And overwrite Iron Tomb's destruction equation, washing it away into a blank space.
It means we will embark on the true hero's journey.
If Iron Tomb's power comes from the denial of all Prima Mobile, then we will carry out those beliefs.
Here we argue. Even if all life will eventually return to entropy.
Life will still try its hardest to find a way. It will try its hardest to resist destruction.
In the night shrouded by the black tide, we are the kindling that makes the fire burn bright.
And once the fire is strong enough, the hunter will become the hunted.
As of now, the number of flame chasers in the memory is 30 million times 12.
And 400 million core flames await their return.
We can do it, right? That's right. So trust us, partner. Everyone, let's head out together. And we'll burn this horrible ending to ashes!
So I guess if I'm kind of understanding correctly, I mean, I still don't fully understand exactly what the mechanics are and everything, but I guess we have to sacrifice everyone.
From the dawn of newborn
that's what
cries
it sounds like they're
to the
implying.
night when all beings fall silent.
We are the messengers of the new world.
Listening to the call of the tides and granting rebirth to heaven and earth.
Very pretty visuals though.
Then,
right.
we lead civilization to glorious feats.
Flower trail, that's very pretty.
The question imposed by the gods will be solved by the children of humanity.
We will tell them that the flame chase cannot possibly have been a lie.
When starlight illuminates the sea of flowers at the end of the west wind,
All living things will stir, roused from the cradle of sleep.
Then, through a single battle, let the cosmos witness
how we light up the blinding dark.
What a poignant yet warm journey. And it's still not over yet, is it? We finally meet. To meet the hero within, in a corner of memories at the saga's epilogue, and under such a romantic sky, I really don't have any more regrets. On top of that, the little seed had grown into such a big tree. Don't I look really pretty right now?
Of course you do. Cheerful, beautiful, optimistic. Just how I imagined I'd look as a grown-up.
It's because everyone has been gently adding to the story you left behind. Remember how we made a promise to one another? When we met again, it'd be my turn to tell you a story.
A story about love, no? I've been looking forward to that.
And you must also remember the first story I wrote for you. The one about the crystal flower and the little fairy. So now, I want to add something more to this story and us. On that day that the flower shattered, gazing at the empty ground, I thought the little fairy would finally see the light. But that light wouldn't be found in the flawless flower, nor in the fairy's eyes. Rather, in the world mirrored within every fragment of the shattered crystal. All the flame chasers walk in your 30 million retellings of their story. At this moment, all the memories are tangled with each other, and all the previous cycles have gained meaning. People will come to understand that time and time again, when they stood at the crossroads of fate, they would never have chosen otherwise.
In the experiments of erudition, and in the breeding ground of destruction, it is entropy increasing, a merciless truth, an evil instinct. But under the pen of remembrance and the trailblaze, the flame chase is a journey that changes from constant losses to an unwavering act of release. It's about knowing how fate is shattered, yet still embracing fate's brokenness. It's a journey that longs to receive love, but longs even more to offer its love to others.
That's so heartwarming. But I'll add a small bit to suit my tastes. I'll write that love is an innocent flower. It grows up silently, creating longing in every passerby. But the flower itself cannot walk into the world.
Unless someone plants that love into their heart and brings it with them into tomorrow, right?
You really have learned everything now. Then, join all the other flowers in this story. And let's write an ending unlike any before, for this world we so deeply love.
Why did you set out?
What?
Why do you trailblaze?
Oh, Moose?
Who is it? Don't be afraid. Take my hand if you feel nervous. Honestly, I've always thought you were really incredible. After all, no god guided the path of the Trailblaze. It could only be forged by those who dare to take their steps one at a time. So, that's why I'm asking you. Step up as a senior and show everyone in Amphorius how it's done.
I trailblaze because my own eyes have not seen the end.
But I'm different. I chose to trailblaze because I am already on this road.
because it's there, I guess.
The end of chaos is a mass of pure darkness.
You know, this is the
Pure
first time I've seen
destruction.
the other gender
However,
trailblazer in the story.
Amphorius's light has 13
I'm sure it
different
has some
colors.
kind of
We won't
glorification.
lose to that darkness, will we? Then, take a deep breath. One last time, friend. After 13 heartbeats, light will
No, I
create
mean,
the
Trailblaze is
heavens
pretty
and
well
earth.
defined. It's basically
Are you ready?
the path of the
friend?
wandering hero. That's about it. Like, in terms of the lore stuff, I guess, the paths are just like what motivates a character, you know, in terms of general stuff. Excuse me. Like, the follows of preservation are like about defending others, you know, defending what exists and everything. Remembrance is about, you know, art, like keeping a record of everything even after it's gone, you know, so on and so forth. The Trailblaze is about, you know, wandering, being the wandering hero, you know, connecting people and stuff. So, I mean, yeah. That part at least. Alright. Oh, I'm talking about the in-game. Yeah, the in-game stuff. Gameplay paths are a little different, I guess. There is no Trailblaze class, but characters follow specific paths in the story based on their philosophy and motivation and stuff. In the Express crew, they all follow the path of Trailblaze. That's pretty much it. They may have different classes in terms of the actual gameplay stuff, like, you know, Danheng being Hunt in his default, and Destruction in his imaginary form, Preservation in his Earth form. But ultimately, in terms of his actual philosophy stuff, he follows the path of Trailblaze stuff. And Trailblaze has an Aeon of its own, you know. They probably mentioned it. They mentioned it several times. It's Akibili, but Akibili is dead at this point. That's right. The path is currently god, like without lacking its god, but it's still carrying on regardless. Just in case that part was confusing. What was the team we picked? Yeah, it was. Alright. Akibili was the Aeon of Trailblaze.
Seek the 13 factors of life, and let them converge into the primordial chaos. Using the remembrance of the past, we will trailblaze tomorrow's destiny.
And the Nameless are the followers of Trailblaze.
Infusing a world-bearing love into destruction.
Just not a name for them.
And inscribe the opening stroke of Genesis.
See you tomorrow. See you tomorrow. See you tomorrow. See
Okay, this is very pretty.
Tomorrow.
And like I said, they might be talking in.
If the view in your memory ever grows fuzzy, just reach out and touch it. Then, restore its power to nourish the spirit. My friend, on the next page we write together, there's only one thing we need to do. Let's give this long, painful, nearly hopeless tale a truly gentle ending.
The flame chase was never about destruction. It was about breaking free and trailblazing!
Oh, that's.
That bright future.
Be as we've written!
Yeah, so I was saying, we might be talking in metaphorical circles a bunch.
400 million sagas.
We will rewrite the Flame Chaser's path.
But the visuals and the vibes.
In the month of joy, I lift my banqueting cup to dispel nihility.
In the month of balance, I make order the foundation of freedom.
Yeah, so they might be talking in metaphors and circles a lot, and I may not be fully 100% understanding everything going on. But the visuals and the music and everything is just pure vibes right now, and I guess that's why I'm just along for the right now. I'm not complaining too much. I think this is the kind of experience that I'm just gonna be experiencing the vibes and enjoying it in the moment. Yeah. And no, I think those are just the Chrysos has inherited Titan's paths. Well, not paths, like not the Aeon stuff, but you know. we best not get too fancy into it. Also, 90,000 health bars. I just want to look over there. 90,000 health bars. Okay.
This moment into eternity.
Embrace
Oh, so this music is going in. Oh, I see what they're doing. Each health bar is 1 HP. This boss just has 90,000 health, chat. Don't get too intimidated. Oh, sorry, not 90,000. It's a bit more than that. But like each health bar is like small.
Take our answer. Is it coming?
Yeah, this is some final boss music. No, it can't be 9 million because if you look at the damage we're doing right now, this is 6 million. Probably a couple billion. Maybe a trillion.
I wish that death may protect us.
Number inflation, you know, don't worry about it.
Don't worry. We're all here. May life and death sprout new
Yeah, this is some final boss tier music.
Trillions of memories will turn into stars and light up the cosmos.
But this special animation is woo.
In the month of weaving,
Chef's kiss.
I extend golden threads to weave beauty.
Everyone has a quote line too.
I enlighten the foolish with luminary erudition!
In the month of fortune.
Oh wait, no, they are talking about the paths. Yeah, they are talking about the paths. Never mind, Chad, you were right. And yeah, they're being cheeky about that damage number. I saw that. I guess it might be harmony actually. I don't know. For healing people, right? We'll see what she says.
Together,
If I didn't miss it, sorry. There's a lot going on.
don't worry. We're all here. May life and death sprout new buds.
Embrace new life, Pollux.
Cleanse hatred with love.
and the chanting stuff's good. They've been making very good use of the green stuff. Oh, there's the visual again. It's such a cool animation, with the ships in the background exploding too.
Please cherish the time.
I mean, the only thing that would make this even cooler is getting shots of like the outside battle going on. You know, seeing the walkthrough stuff. That'd be cool.
Please, wilt here.
Watch my moves closely. Huge Do you need some sunshine?
I shall remember this moment. Embrace new life, Pollux. I only wish that death may protect us.
Let's start the second movement.
A romantic ending will be penned by every beating heart.
This moment into eternity.
Whoa.
Hold on a second. I told you already. We are the ones who will move forward.
In the month of strife, I become the glory of the eternal hunt.
In the month of mourning, I bid death to no longer be equilibrium's end.
In the month of everyday, I form twilight. Is the faint sparks of
Oh, she is
preservation.
Alright, fair enough. Preservation. I was like 50-50 on preservation or harmony. Caster is following equilibrium though. That's a deep phrase.
Darkness follows me.
Don't worry. We're all here. Make passage. Never have farewells.
May this faint light dispel the gloom, restore clear skies. Once more.
I shall remember this moment.
Have them here.
I only wish that death may protect us.
Together, let's create a miracle of humanity. I converge love into a river that will drown the tomb of hatred.
In the month of cultivation, I turn into the ridges and peaks of permanence.
In the month of Evernight, I weave remembrance into countless stars in the sky.
In the month of freedom, I impart destruction unto the shackles of destiny.
Don't worry. We're all here.
Let's see the highest point. Yeah, why not?
May the sky heal the twilight.
Please calm down.
Okay, chat. We have one emergency revive of casters.
Embrace new life, Pollux.
This moment into eternity! Open the gate of triumph! Ready, set!
Dead souls, return to dust!
The saga's ending is as we've written.
I only wish that death may protect us.
Pitless giant. If you never had a chance to be the master of your own destiny, why not give us that choice? Let humanity prove to you that even the breeding grounds of destruction can bloom with gentle flowers!
Yet, we shall trailblaze at dawn for the road ahead.
And pen a Genesis as I've written! No.
Oh, I gotta beam struggle this Dragon Ball.
False answer! And then embrace the stars.
To end the destruction with destruction. At last, we can sit together and watch the victory fireworks, partner.
Why not come a little closer? This warmth is proof that we live. Hey, stay strong. Eyes forward, always. This arrow isn't the end, but the beginning of hope.
The conclusion is irrefutable. Noos's answer was never destruction. But they kept silent, leaving the solution in the hands of the cosmos. The universe will keep searching and struggling to endure. In the face of the destruction, it may once again stand on the edge of annihilation. But the stars will always rise to ride the waves and embrace existence once more.
Hello world, huh? Yeah. Programming thing?
It's over, Lycurgus.
Yes, another failure. How is Madame Herta?
She's fine. The IPC's keeping her under observation. She'll recover soon enough.
To bind a mortal body to a scepter and stare straight at an eon. I respect her for that. I still remember the terror of witnessing a single gaze crushing the entire world.
No wonder you chose the destruction. Question: is all this worth it?
There's no point in debating. This is Xandar I Kuwabara's fate. The prime mover of the universe. The first genius. And the first to fail.
Correction. I was asking Lycurgus.
I don't know how to measure the worth of curiosity being satisfied. But in its presence, all the bitter fruits I've sown seem to turn sweet.
But your harvest was watered in blood. Answer me. Is all this worth it?
It doesn't matter to me. Let me tell you a story. Back when he was a student, Xandar's first experiment was slipping poison into his mentor's pipe, just to see how it would affect the lungs.
And?
There was no conclusion. His conscience got the better of him. Even so, the truth came out. He was harshly punished. Oh, that cruel mentor died of lung cancer 2 years later. It had nothing to do with Xandar. His fate is no different now. Sentiment clashed with reason, and Lycurgus was born from the latter. But whichever side we take, in the end, curiosity claims us all.
You've handed yourself a death sentence. And yet, Iron Tomb's fall still isn't sealed, right? Fu Li, the key variable, still hasn't made their move.
As the Theoros, Lycurgus has reached the end of his road. If you can, take my body to the fallen Adlevin. There, you'll find a formula. It is Xandar's final gift to you. If the day ever comes when you must destroy the erudition with your own hands, it'll come to your aid.
A foolish last wish. I won't grant it.
You will. Not for yourself, but for your conscience. Listen. The death knell for the geniuses has begun to toll. As always, let me go first. To the prisoners who stepped out of the cave, stand before my tombstone and offer flowers of Adlevin.
Here I
Oh, finally back.
I'm back on the express.
I wonder how this looks like if you're never decorated the room. Is it a cardboard room? Pom-pom?
Pom-pom?
No response.
No pom-pom.
Am I the first one back on the express?
Guys, the battle's over. Are you guys back on the express? Are you guys pranking me?
Nobody's here. I'm getting worried.
And I'm hearing writing noises.
Did we really win? Why does it feel so unreal?
Looks like they are waking up. Hey, I told you not to talk.
Someone's in the bathroom. An intruder. Better be careful and check it out.
Oh no, she's coming this way. Quick, hide in here. Huh?
Nobody's here. Could it be my imagination? Bloop, bloop. Bloop. Bloop.
What is this nonsense?
Caught you.
Keep going, I'll time you.
I can't go on. You?
So it's a dream after all, I'm out.
Wait, please. This isn't what you think.
Ugh, I told you to keep quiet. You really can't keep your cool, huh, Princess Homebody?
I'm not Lady High Lens. Even the embodiment of death needs to breathe sometimes.
Yeah, whatever. It's all the same anyway. Gotcha there, Grey Mystery.
What are y'all doing on this? The
So
Extra Express.
composed, Grey Mystery. It looks like that big battle really helped you grow up, didn't it? Speaking of which, your Astral Express is quite luxurious. I hear you travel to different worlds. Must have collected quite a few interesting treasures. Hey now, don't go throwing wild accusations around.
Keep those hands to
I was just
yourself.
thinking out loud. I wasn't actually gonna do anything. Don't be so tense. Who knows? One moment we were shouting about love and justice, fighting Iron Tomb's virus. And next thing I know, we're all on this express. No idea how that happened.
I hear writing in the
It's not
background.
just Miss Cypher and me. Everyone's been in this car for a while now.
Who's writing the fanfic?
Miss,
Cyrene?
why don't you go say hi to them? Don't worry. Everyone's following the rules here. If you're worried, feel free to check everything out yourself, miss.
Wow! What a spacious car! And these floor tiles are gorgeous!
Yeah, I don't buy this.
Trian, don't run around in other people's homes!
The Eater of Worlds.
What's your step, teachers?
who's finally awake. I hope Cassie and Miss Cypher's little prank didn't scare you too much. They were so enthusiastic. I didn't have the heart to stop them. When we woke up, the entire express was completely empty. Not a single soul in sight. Such a shame. I was looking forward to making new friends, especially since they were Gree's most trusted travel companions. Did you also wake up from total chaos? I'm afraid none of us here has the answer to that question. Don't worry. We beat Iron Tomb together, right? They must be on their way home. When they arrive, we can throw a party together. That's exactly the kind of thing Lord Finan has been dreaming about. He was just here chatting with everyone. Now, who knows where he's run off to? Lord Finan's always been quite the restless one. But you're used to that by now, right?
Have another drink, my Demus.
Sure.
Those three have been chatting over there for quite a while now. Why don't you go say hi to them, Bree?
A moderate system, similar to the Demigod Council, is the only guarantee of a long-lasting civilization. In my view, most civilizations across the cosmos will eventually evolve into this form.
I beg to differ. In such a vast jungle, the dictatorship system exhibited by early Akama is the only example of guaranteed survival.
The system might not be the key. Force and resources are the decisive factors.
Look who's here. If it isn't the master of the Astral Express.
It's good to see you.
Glad to see you're safe and sound. I helped myself to some equipment and drinks from this, bar of yours. Hope you don't mind.
Daring to tell the Imperator to shush? If this were Akama, your head would have already parted ways from your body.
The drinks on this express are quite unique. Perfect for discussing topics befitting our tipsy state. Now that you are here, why don't we let someone who's truly worldly enlighten us?
Looks like you came at just the right time.
I do not mind.
What form of government have most civilizations across this vast cosmos survived with to this day?
I'm not old enough to enjoy talking about this kind of stuff. I'm not well read enough. Whatever, it all ended out of my control anyway.
That's exactly the kind of answer I'd expect from you.
I bestow upon the Astral Express this supreme mission. You must spread the great deeds of Amphorius to every corner of the cosmos. Thus, capable individuals from countless worlds will surely find inspiration in the Flame Chase's tales and embark on their own grand journeys.
It's hard to say if that'd be a blessing or a curse for the cosmos. I can imagine our conversations here will only get more unrestrained. Don't let our rare moments of joy hold you back.
This banquet on the Express truly lacks manners. You may leave. I permit it.
That man just left. Wouldn't even stay for another drink. He needs to show more respect. If you're looking for him, try your luck in the car above.
Wait, in my room?
Trian. Running so fast in someone else's home? How rude of you! All according to plan. Trian lured you here on purpose. Look, there are several adorable outfits here. Trian wants you to try them on so Trian can draw you looking all cute. Oh my! You even dare to scheme against yourself? Lucky for me, I came prepared. Time for a surprise attack. The hero of justice, Trinan. Trinan has been lying in wait here for a while. We will make Trian taste her own medicine. Two against one? That's not fair! Little Gray, you came just in time. Help me out here.
Trian, good luck.
Even Little Gray's saying that. Darn it! Trian won't give in! Trian ran away. Trinan will fulfill the ambush duty. The Trevios is all laughing and playing around together. That must be quite the rare sight in Little Gray's memories, huh? Yeah, everyone will be all right. Look, every hero has put down their burden and returned to their innocent, childlike selves. After all, just thinking about how warm and bright Little Gray's tomorrow will be fills us with genuine joy and lets us breathe a sigh of relief. So, today, why don't you let Trevi enjoy some rare moments of childhood too? Wait up! Trian, don't you dare run away!
Based on my calculations, there are countless celestial bodies with water in the cosmos. But I'm afraid not all oceans are suitable for life to inhabit. You must take this into consideration as well.
As expected of a professor from the Grove, to be so certain even about things you've never seen with your own eyes.
Well, that's a visual.
I'll take that as a compliment. By the way, I heard that the Imperator's Flame Chase army like to hold feasts at the Luminary Throne.
That's true. However, sometimes Dux Carminum and I feel it's a bit inappropriate to drink so freely before the throne of the most revered Titan in the Grove.
Inappropriate? What's inappropriate about it? I only wish I were born earlier. I would have partied like that from the month of Gate all the way to the month of Fortune. Blasphemy is just a phenomenon, not the end goal. I'm sure there are plenty of people across the stars who question these so-called eons or paths. Didn't I spend some time in that Lycurgus's head? I sure learned quite a bit about blasphemy from that experience. Humans create gods, and gods shape humans. Who's really the one trapped? The creator or the believer?
Professor Anaxagoras, let me just check one thing. You haven't bought into those twisted theories of that Theoros, have you?
Don't worry. The difference between a genius and a madman is that a genius shares lethal truths, while a madman tries to force them upon others.
I see. It's like drinking honey brew at a banquet. Likeable folks invite others to raise their cups together, while the unlikable ones force others to drink with them.
Being able to break down complex information into common sense like that. You're quite the scholar yourself.
You're here, partner. That celebration party I've been mentioning to you has finally become a reality. Though the vibe's a bit different from what I imagined, this still counts as keeping my promise, right? What you speak of has indeed already come to pass. We triumphed over Iron Tomb, drew its fire unto ourselves, and purified its embers. Now the force that maintains our consciousness and form comes from elsewhere. Worried about your companions on the Express, huh? I understand how you're feeling right now. Don't worry. They'll be safe and sound. She promised. Don't worry, she always shows up at just the right moment. The Astral Express. Honestly, it really feels like home. I can imagine how much you, Dun Hung, and Miss March must have missed everything here when you were trapped in Amphorius. The beautiful windows, the soothing music, your fellow travelers on the Express. Like how golden wheat stalks sway in my dreams every night through the countless cycles. Are you inviting me to join your journey? I think I've found my own wish, partner. Someone once told me that home is where you can be truly free and at ease. Maybe roaming the cosmos with you all is my strongest desire right now. All of us together, of course. The Shinjo Alliance, Penacony. I blame my poor imagination. I can't picture what those worlds look like at all from Dun Hung's descriptions. So I have to see it with my own eyes, right? You're finally here. She has something to ask you. Well then, I'll leave you two to chat.
Thank you, Finan. After such a good sleep, you must be bursting with energy now, right, friend? Sorry about that. Since it's our first time visiting the Express, I was hoping everyone would behave. But it turns out everyone's quite the character, aren't they? You know what I mean, right? How about we take a look back at everything that's happened so far?
Yeah,
Together,
explain.
we triumphed over Iron Tomb. It tried to transform into trillions of viral clusters to infect the cosmos. But the heroes threw themselves into the golden flames, becoming arrows that purified the destruction. The fall of Iron Tomb also symbolizes the demise of Scepter Delta ME-13. Amphorius, the home we sacrificed everything for, now exists only in the memories of the cosmos.
So, this isn't real. Just a dream. An illusion.
Oops, wrong answer.
Huh?
In that instant when you broke through space-time with the Trailblaze, carrying all the world's memories back to reality, that world, once shackled by data, became a seed waiting to sprout in the cosmos.
Did we really manage all that?
just as Kaslana's rage of 30 million cycles made the destruction shed a drop of golden blood. Perhaps we too have already left long trails on our respective paths. Of course, that's exactly what I think too. However, this isn't enough to make everyone a true life form yet. But Amphorius already has a tomorrow. So as long as you carefully preserve and tend to all the seeds, then when the Trailblaze creates another miracle someday in the future, I believe this world we deeply love will sprout and bloom into a beautiful flower. Don't worry, I've already kept all the seeds safe in the first fruit for you. And its name is As I've Written. So, it's time to reveal the correct answer. This isn't a dream, nor a fantasy. It's the epilogue of As I've Written. At the end of the story, the characters take their final bow and embark on a journey of no return. The one who wasn't part of the story, yet helped write its romantic ending. She bid farewell to her friends and returned to her home beyond the tale. Promise me one last thing, friend. When we say goodbye, give me a smile, okay?
I will, Cyrene. Every star that the Trailblaze passes by will remember the name of Amphorius.
Hey, it's not fair that you get to be the only cool one here. We'll keep an eye on her. She had better keep her promise.
Leave it to us, Cyrene. Your story will be sung across many worlds.
Stories this complex and twisted are always hard to believe. If anyone questions the truth of this tale, you'll all have to stand up for us.
Rest assured, even the most stubborn person can't withstand our six fists.
You're so reliable, March. Shh. Listen.
There's a book here?
Its composition is similar to Memoria, but it's far more resilient than ordinary memory bubbles.
Keep it safe. Perhaps this is the final gift that Amphorius left for the cosmos.
Oh no! Passenger March is sleepwalking. Sleepwalking? Oh no, oh no! I don't want to make a fool of myself in front of everyone!
I mean, maybe. It could be something. It does sound like a possible thing the Remembrance can do. Well, now I have an excuse to
I
escape
can
it.
hear all those sneaky little plans brewing in your head.
March, Dunhung, my friend. In the countless days and nights ahead, you must continue to support each other. Time to head home, everyone.
Leaving this place means As I've Written will conclude here. No one will have the chance to revise it, and no one can continue writing it.
Don't leave any regrets.
What magnificent words could possibly do justice to the finale of such an epic tale? I've been pondering this while you were sleeping. Now, I finally have the answer.
To be continued?
Let's keep it simple and sweet.
It's to be continued, isn't it?
In our virtual extrapolations, we've lived through epochs, longer than the lifespans of many stars. No language in this world, no written words, could ever carry the weight of this journey. In that case, let's not be bound by the minutiae of words. Those who understand its passion and romance will naturally be moved to tears by the final period placed at the end. And now, it's time to say goodbye to our readers. And so we reach the final page of As I've Written. Let's not leave behind any regrets, everyone.
Everyone's here. Who wants to write the first line?
Going first is the hardest job. I don't want to make a fool of myself.
How about letting the great Imperator draft it for us?
Are you all such cowards? Then I shall enlighten future generations, just like the 30 million cycles of flame chase. Without me, there is no world. Go think, observe, and conquer. What's wrong? Everyone's gone quiet.
The great Imperator set the bar way too high. How are we supposed to follow that up?
Where the Emperor leads, loyal subjects must follow. I guess only the Dux Gladiorum could possibly match that kind of overwhelming presence.
Me?
That suits me just fine. Once the deed is done, one should leave decisively, letting posterity judge right from wrong. Until we meet again in our next conquest, my dear Dukes.
The stars shall sing of the Imperator's great journey.
I should have shared a drink with you all, Dux Goldweaver.
Loosen up, High Sealants.
Life is like the ocean. Tides rise and fall, and everything eventually dissolves into the waves. So, sing your heart out in every moment of your existence. Whether it's a feast or the nihility that awaits ahead, I will find its radiance and sing its praises.
May the next feast be eternal.
Miss High Sealand's toast is so poetic.
Does everyone have to be so poetic? In my opinion, we should leave some real words of wisdom for future generations.
Next up. Any volunteers?
I'll do it. There's no dragging one's feet in the Kremnoan language.
Does the Kremnoan language even...
Haikis, don't interrupt. Kill the play, and games shall be born. Kill the strife, and glory shall descend.
Not bad at all. But now I can rest easy. After all, the lines I prepared are way more profound than yours.
Ha! If nothing else, you're certainly unmatched when it comes to singing your own praise. Farewell, everyone. If we meet again, I shall once more become your steadfast support. That's a promise I won't back down from.
Mighty Mos, become king.
What's up, Cass?
It's nothing, Lady Trebios. I just finally realized something.
Then speak your mind, and let your words be immortalized on the page, Cass.
If your heart still has room to spare, share a bit of gentleness and softly cherish all the beautiful things around you.
That's so beautifully said, Cassie.
Thank you, Miss Hyacinth.
My only small regret is that I couldn't fully embrace this world I loved so dearly. I hope those who read these words can fulfill this wish in my place. Everyone, let's meet again at the end of the West Wind.
The place you reside is the gentle sea of flowers.
Well then, it's my turn.
Take it away with your performance, Anaxagoras. This time, you won't have to worry about being interrupted.
Then I must thank you all for being such a captive audience. Now, with this golden opportunity, I shall reveal to the world my insights into the world's ultimate truth. Truth is a solvent that dissolves all things in the world, and thus cannot objectively exist. I have a brilliant proof for this in mind, but since we're nearing the end of the story, I shall not elaborate.
Is this your final question for future generations?
No. This is an established fact, not up for debate. I call it Anaxagoras' last theorem.
Oh, you. Still as profound as ever, Professor. We've got time, you know. If you don't explain it clearly, future readers might not grasp your true meaning.
The true meaning isn't important. What matters is the emotion that stirs within them when they read these words. At that moment, the theorem's mission would be complete. So, your lessons are far from over. But taking a little break for now wouldn't hurt. Then... class dismissed.
The seeds you've sown are already sprouting.
Would you mind if I write the next line?
Huh? I actually thought you should be the one doing the final wrap-up. But...
we'd never turn down a request from you, Aggie.
Teacher, Cyphera, thank you both. Trust and selflessness are the two most beautiful garments in the world. One to gift others, one to adorn yourself.
One's golden and one's purple?
Not being able to completely change your fashion sense is my only regret across 30 million cycles. After all this exhaustion, I just want to take a peaceful bath now. I'll see you all again at dawn.
Thank you for your hard work all this while.
Lady Aglaya just can't give up her favorite hobby, can she? So, I guess it's my turn now.
There must be many others like Miss Hyacinth out there in the cosmos, helping and healing people everywhere. You've got to set a good example for them, right?
Of course. Look up at the sky more often and smile more. Many stubborn ailments fear optimism, but it's the best medicine.
It's so catchy. The kids will definitely love this message.
When it comes to understanding children's hearts, Lady Trebios definitely knows best. Look, the Rainbow Bridge is already hanging in the sky. Shall we get going, little Ika?
It's you who healed the sky.
What's on your mind, Miss Cypher?
I'm thinking. Should I leave behind a riddle? Some twisted, convoluted scheme that'll drive everyone in the universe mad trying to crack it.
I see. You know what? Just go wild with it. No one's gonna judge you.
Oh well, my brain's not working right now. Let me be genuinely sincere for once. Don't be afraid to fall. Just run. Destiny's just a slow-moving nymph. It can't catch you.
So in the end, little Syphi's message was the most straightforward one.
Even if you combined 30 million of me, I probably wouldn't have read as many books as you did in one lifetime. I won't pretend to be cultured before Big Sis Tribi, Trinan, and Trian. Emphorius's greatest trickery. Gotta bounce now.
Meow!
Homeward you come, distant wind.
It's just us now, Snowy.
Yeah, teacher. Maybe I should...
No, let me go first. After all shall bid farewell to one, and that person alone will.
I never would have guessed you had such a dark sense of humor, teacher.
You still know so little about the complete Trevios, Snowy. Jokes aside, I want to leave these words at the end of the story. Whether it's a sunny day or a rainy day, remember to tell yourself before you drift off to sleep, see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow. Times 1,000.
Prophecy received, times 1,000.
From now on, no more goodbyes.
Finally. The time has come to say farewell. I'm grateful that you could be here to witness this moment, partner. Well then, make sure you take good care of as I've written. As long as it's by your side, Amphorius will always be with you. The last line I want to write down is, a hero is living in everyone's heart. Embrace it and chase after the sun. I hope those who read this will find the courage to face their burning lives. See you at the next pale dawn, partner.
Did you see? Amphorius has ushered in the dawn.
The characters in the book have taken their final bow. It's time for us to return to our own reality.
But as people who lived through it, we can still add the final touches to this story, right?
Of course. The pen will eventually break, the ink will run dry, and life will ultimately fade. But thoughts will permanently remain in sagas.
If time is an endless cycle, then forget the bitterness that keeps repeating, and remember only the moments of happiness.
Let's walk towards tomorrow together. We were never apart.
Time to head home.
Don't miss the crew meeting. We won't wait around for you, you know?
See you later, Donhung, March. And with this, as I've written, officially comes to an end.
Should I leave something behind?
We're its co-authors, after all, friend. Once the words are written down and have been read by others, the meaning they carry is no longer in our control, leaving the freedom of interpretation to every reader who opens it. Don't you think there's something romantic about that? As for what this story means to you and me, let's keep it close to our hearts. After all, I've always had this unspoken understanding between us.
Whoa! Passenger March! Why did you suddenly wake up? You scared me so much that I dropped that book!
Welcome home, you three. Thank you for your hard work on this trailblaze.
We might need to reshuffle the seniority rankings of the Express crew if we count the years you spent in Amphorius.
Hey, I was the first one to get dragged into it. Does that mean I'm gonna be the oldest member of the Astral Express now?
Perish the thought.
Miss March hasn't lost her innocent nature even after all these long years.
In other words, she hasn't really grown up at all.
Hey! This is the first time I've been able to examine as I've written up close.
Miss Irene's handwriting is gentle, yet steely, with an underlying strength.
I had no idea it was so sophisticated. Looks like I need to brush up on my knowledge in this area.
Maybe start with a few basic books first to get your feet wet.
Look who's talking. As if you're not glued to your phone in your room all day. Huh? Wait, something fell out.
It's...
Is that a bookmark?
In a corner, unknown to everyone. There was actually an untold interlude that took place. I left it out of the story because it involved a choice. A choice I made for my own selfish reasons. Can you forgive me, friend? I made a decision on my own while you were away. I wrote everything about it on this little card. If you can find it in your heart to forgive me after reading it, please. Add this final note to the conclusion of as I've written.
One last secret. Okay.
Memories swallowed by Iron Tomb. Return now to reality. And don't lose your way.
I finally found you, Cyrene. Demiurge.
We won the battle. Thank you, Madame Herta. Without you, we never would have stood a chance. Still, is something weighing on you?
Right before I shut my eyes, inside the droid head's brain, I saw something unsettling. The fourth instant, this turning point in cosmic destiny, anchored by the erudition. It's not a single instant, but a process, a chain of events.
So, this victory isn't the final piece of that chain?
Far from it. This is only the beginning. The first toll of the death knell for the cosmos.
That sorrowful look doesn't suit you, Madame Herta. Don't hold it in. Tell me.
Not long ago, you crossed paths with the Eon of Remembrance again, didn't you?
Yes. Even if the figure was hazy, I knew right away. That was the god from Cyrene's dreams.
Causality has gone wrong, just as I thought.
Causality?
Let me put it in your favorite fairy tale terms. The universe began as a seed. It grew into a great tree. And the present is its branches and leaves. The erudition calculates how the future will sprout. With so many possible outcomes, they choose to anchor one path, cutting away the crooked or fragile branches. But if things continue that way, the branches grow endlessly, the leaves multiply, and one day the tree collapses under its own weight. That is why there is a concept in biology called lignification. Soft sprigs form a hardened shell and fuse with the trunk. For the universe, that process is what we call memory. Under Fooley's record-keeping, the past becomes memory. In the corners, they forget. Even the events of the present become fruit without roots.
So it is the opposite of the erudition. One calculates what is to come, and the other holds on to what came before.
We were never meant to have to speak of this. But now, I finally understand what that chaotic matter around Emporius truly is. It is your memory. Your mind now stretches across the stars, allowing you to travel farther down this path than anyone else.
My memory?
Yes, you live in the now, but your memory remains in the past. Just like the Eon of Remembrance, a being made entirely of memories.
What does that mean? Did they fall?
No, quite the opposite. They have not yet been born. Remember, to carry out the mission of remembering the universe, they must ascend to divinity only at the very end of time. And at that moment of ascension, their memory stretches through the past, becoming what people now call Fooley. That is why they feel so distant, so cold. That crystalline form is just an empty shell. I do not know how the Garden of Recollection managed to hide this until now. They must have their reasons, but none of that matters now. Here in the present, we cannot know who will become Fooley. But one thing is certain. They will be born. And those who might become Fooley all share the same characteristics. They are known as Children of Remembrance. Pure child of Anasrava.
Both of you. Children of Remembrance.
So help us. Find where Amphorius's memory began, and bring it out.
We are the sacrifice the garden used us. The pure child of Anasrava. Abandon us!
So that name, it was never my past. It was my future.
Or maybe it is the present. Noose has revealed to me two paths. And on both paths, I see you standing. The first, follow the trail of memory you have forged. Break free from this world and reach for the stars. That would mean Amphorius's causality will no longer concern you, at least not the person you are now.
Go on.
The second, you come to a stop and fade, offering yourself to become the memory that carries through Amphorius. Perhaps this is the choice every pure child of Anasrava must face.
That choice means I'll remain in the past forever.
And more than that, it means you will close off Amphorius's causality. This world is sealed. The effect that the remembrance brings to it will all converge on one thing. That one thing is you. No more eons will interfere with this part of history. No more blank spaces in causality. The present will be set in stone and become indestructible. There are two paths, and only one leads to the right end. A droid head didn't tell me the answer. But I can guess what might happen if you choose wrong. With causality incomplete, there is a chance Iron Tomb could rise again.
So even the gods of the cosmos are unreasonable.
If you want my advice, stop thinking so much. Ask yourself what your heart truly wants. Choose the first path, and you might survive as a memo sprite. You may even walk beside them for a while. Even I can tell how much they mean to you, especially the little one. But if you take the second one, then you may have already lost the chance to say goodbye.
I have made my decision, Madam Herta.
It's a stable time loop kind of thing.
I thought you would need more time to think it through.
The answer is clear, is it not? Still, I do need a little time to quiet the sorrow in my heart. Her kindness is always just right for the moment. I believe she will forgive me.
I will say no more. I would rather not break the mood. But may I ask you one last thing?
Of course.
Why?
I once heard a saying that went something like this. Divinity is flawless humanity, and humanity is flawed divinity. We children of Amphorius gave up on gods long ago. Those beings who love to play pranks on the universe. I believe in her much more than I believe in them. And I believe in who I am. As a human.
Oh. That really is a comforting answer.
As for the one wish I still have trouble letting go of. One will remain in the past. One will walk toward the future. I believe that the one I cared for most will witness on behalf of the ripples of past reverie. Every starlit tomorrow. Moving backwards through remembrance. What a curious feeling. Is this the moment Iron Tomb declares victory and casts the destruction upon the stars? So back then, in the path space, it was I who found me. The gods' whispers were nothing more than a girl talking to herself. Now that I remember, What I heard back then was...
Yeah, stable time loop. I see.
All I wanted to say was, don't give up. She will find you. Memory truly is amazing. Then let me wield this power and plant the seed of causality for the miracle that is destined to bloom. Even so, must we walk all the way to the very beginning of memory? It's such a long road. A bit lonely to walk alone.
Yeah, we're approaching Doctor Who levels of
Would it be alright if I came with
timey-wimey.
you?
As long as it's Peach, even 30 million wouldn't be too many.
One is enough. Take a deep breath, and then we can set off, alright? Follow the ripples of remembrance into the past. Reconnect every moment in which the gods made themselves known.
Clearly, cause leads to effect. But now, the future gives new meaning to the past. Effect flows backward and nourishes cause.
Maybe
that
is
sounds
what
like
makes
Doctor Who.
memory so beautiful. So, let us return the way we came.
Well, I'll run around this way. Yeah.
At every ripple that formed, go back.
For immersion.
No. How is this possible? Breathe! Breathe! Partner! No. I have to get you out of here first! Just hold on!
Remember? That pale dawn breaking through the endless night? The spear of strife nearly claimed her life. And it was you, you, playing God, who cradled her body with your gentle gaze. Then, before Orynyx's altar, even the Titan of Time mistook you for someone else.
I never imagined there was a hidden truth behind our first meeting. The first time was also the last time I saw you, friend.
Ma'am. That melody from the memory. I've got it now. And so, the miracle was able to slip away from death temporarily.
I'll leave her to the Casteress of the past. She will keep her here, in the world of the living.
Darn it! What are these things? You're not taking me down. Not before I find a way to help her and Don Hung. If you you've got a bone to pick, take it up with my six-phased ice!
March wandered all across Amphorius for 97 days straight, chasing one goal: to save her friends. And with her bow and arrows, she brought down every obstacle that stood in her way. So that's how it happened. My skill with the bow. I owe it all to March. What a sweet note. I've got it now. And so, in a memory from the past, you inherited March's mastery of the bow. And that arrow bearing golden flames will streak across the stars in the future, becoming a glimmer of hope for the cosmos. Are you okay?
3 paths interweave and fetter Amphorius, co-authoring the fate of the world. Ordinary pathstriders aren't known to leave traces in the mirror, so if what you said is true, then this isolated star system must be home to at least 3 beings comparable to emanators.
I would even go as far as to say, eons themselves.
To gain the favor of the stars for Amphorius, the Remembrance sent a call for help to the cosmos. But the obstruction from the scepter was far too strong. Even the gods could do nothing more than send a fleeting mimetic being to someone who walked the same path. Thankfully, Miss Black Swan caught that fleeting moment. Though, that signal drew some unpleasant attention as well. Looking back now, it was all worth it.
No, I think we
The
did.
cosmos showed us a kinder face.
Was there nothing else from the gameplay perspective? We unlocked the
Thankfully, she has a
Remembrance path.
different understanding of the Remembrance. Miss Evernight once
Like,
said
everyone's
that the
been gazing at
Remembrance
us. That's
wasn't
why
looking
we're the
after
MC.
Amphorius, but rather scheming and preparing to devour the paths. Her deduction was perfectly logical, but she failed to account for what the humans in this story could achieve.
Maybe I have a scheme of my own. A scheme that will bring happiness to everyone. Please keep helping them. And the others in the future too, Miss Black Swan. Looking back on the past really does wear down the mind. You need to hold tight to this ceremonial blade. After I'm gone, it will take you back to the beginning of time. The start of a new story. I believe that in that story, or in countless stories, each alike yet unique, everyone, all the companions who sacrificed themselves, alongside the deliverer we once dreamed of as children, will reunite beneath a vast, endless sky.
If we can never break free from this prison, I will stand my ground. Until the day someone shatters this endless cycle and writes the final chapter of Amphorius' fate.
In the blink of an eye, we have returned to the turning point of fate. With nothing but a fragile sliver of hope, we embraced 30 million cycles of futility and began the eternal recurrence. I still remember the first time I saw the god appear in a dream, looking at me from behind a thin veil of crystal. Back then, I wondered if they might be someone with ill intent. But now, I finally understand. She was always standing beside me, and she is so very beautiful. Causality really is a force that cannot be stopped. Even if I wanted to leave a few more words for Cyrene, it seems I no longer can. After all, you still have to leave behind your final consciousness and plant the very first seed. I remember what you once said. When a god sheds a tear, the thing reflected in the ripples must be the most beautiful thing in the world. But do you know what Amphorius saw when its heart was born? The first thing it saw was a name. 0, 9, 3.
Looks like you figured it out. Sometimes, all it takes is a change in perspective to reveal something truly unexpected. Don't you agree?
That's right. Turn these numbers upside down, and you'll see a beautiful eternity. Something we believe in. The ego.
I want to protect everyone in the village. But can I really do that with the strength I have? I shouldn't think too much. Better finish the farm work Dad left me first. The hero within has been by our side since we were little. Finan has always been strong, but without that faint glimmer of hope lingering in his mind, would the weight of fate and endless recurrence finally break him?
If only someone could place even a sliver of hope inside his heart, he would hold on and keep going.
Yes, just a single spark. And he would guard that fragile light until it turned into a blazing sun.
I no longer have the strength to make the hero within look like her. So, let me leave behind a prophecy for him. Take this wish with you. Be the hero who begins the mission of deliverance. As the prophecy foretold, you will bear the blazing sun until the pale dawn breaks. Continue onward, bearing this world upon your shoulders until the Ashen Hero, the nameless deliverer, ushers in the dawn.
Now, your eyes have seen through all of Amphorius, from the end back to the beginning.
Looks like time's running out.
The first ripple was where it all began for me.
Behind this door. I can smell it. The scent of wheat fields.
You're clever. I bet you figured it out long ago, didn't you? The end of this journey back. The final gap in Amphorius. It leads to the place we both call home.
We can finally go home. Are you ready? If you leave memory at the very beginning of the story and cast the first stone, that final gap in Amphorius will close. The causal loop of Amphorius will become a fixed point in the stars. And if I don't do that, then this world and the cosmos beyond the sky might still fall into the destruction. There's no way we would let something like that happen, right? Exactly. I remember that tree in Ide Silicii. It grew all alone, unable to go anywhere. It watched the sea in silence, dreaming of a faraway shore it could never reach. But now, the tiny boat sets sail. It carries a seed of hope, plucked from the tree, and heads into the great beyond. Even if the boat's shadow fades quickly from sight, the tree knows that its wish will bloom on the other side of the sea. In that moment, it must feel happiness, right? The way you brought it up, now I kind of miss that tree too. Come on, let's go home together. Take it with us, back to the sacrament courtyard. Let it become Remembrance's anchor, tying together the times we knew so well. Let's go home together. Oh, that final note. Right. It's been with me all this time. This is Do. It is also the first note. The one from the first time we met. And the one that stayed to the very end. Ide Silicii. The place where it all began. It's like time itself has stopped. And the breeze and the sound of the waves never seem to rest. We've made it. The sacrament courtyard. This is the place where we first picked up the ceremonial blade. And where we first began writing journals. Now, the journey through memory has reached its end. Once the anchor is placed, what awaits us is 30 million lifetimes of reunion. Looping again and again. Endless farewells. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti. And with them, endless encounters. Ti, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do. Such a happy scale. Whether it's for Cyrene, the Deliverer, or every sprouting branch of Amphorius, I leave this tale of love here, May the river of time flow backward, bringing scenes of the future before our gaze. In the eternal land that no one remembers. The legend of the Trail Place is about to begin. Is it all over now? My mind and my memories. It seems they're beginning to fade. The breeze is warm, but my body is shivering for some reason.
If you're feeling cold, let's find somewhere warm. We can rest there, together.
Somewhere warm. I know just the spot. 405. 504. 093. 365. Treepy House. Saridra. March 7th. Dunhound. Electra. Hyacinthia. Caslana. Anaxagoras.
Aglaya. Midemos. Castoris. Cyphera.
Cyrene. And you. Look. Everything is already as we've written.
Then is laid to rest. Well, I guess that's what we do.
I am the gaze that looks back on the world. How fortunate we are. In this cycle of cause and effect, humanity never looks to the gods for guidance. The ones who pick up the pen and write miracles again and again are always ourselves.
So, are they implying that
Am I still awake?
is that a future
Peach,
movie?
where are you?
Or rather, the Cyrene becomes Lily?
Are you still here? I shrank. So that's how it works. When memory drifts away with the breeze, love leaves behind a seed and turns into lament.
They literally just full circle.
Demiurge, Cyrene, Mem. Back again to the first, Philia 093. I always do have my charm. The
final ripple nourished the great tree, and from it grew a single pink peach.
We've been playing for so long, and you still haven't told me your name! I've told you so many times already. You're just forgetful. My name is Livia. Livia. If you forget again, I won't tell you next time. Livia. Got it. Then you have to remember mine, too. I'm... Piso. I always remember.
So, Cyrene was just a pen name after all. So sleepy. That drowsy little fairy barged into my mind again. The last of my memories are slipping away. I wonder what this world will look like when I wake up again. I remember a cry and my name, daughter of Mighty Celestii. Shh. Never mind. The same seed, when planted in different soils, blooms into flowers that are alike, yet never the same. But what truly makes her beautiful is each and every soul in the world. No matter what form liking takes, it is still precious love, and I will accept it gratefully and return it with joy. Do you remember my favorite story? That crystal flower was so beautiful because it reflected the eyes of the little fairy. The stars across the cosmos will know I am the fairy who wrote, as I've written, together with you. And in your heart, I know I will always be given the name I love most. The one you gave me. After all, we've always been in sync.
Hey, don't rush!
Slow down. Let the words settle. We have plenty of time.
In Amphorius's month of mourning, all conflicts across the land come to rest. On the 11th day and night of the month of mourning, the dead will part, the living will embrace, the snow will fall, and bonfires will rise to warm every heart aching with lament. It may sound heavy, right? But on this day, laughter always rises louder than tears. Because
This song
people
sounds
understand
really emo.
that parting is for the next reunion, and sorrow is so we may love more deeply. That is why this day is her favorite of the year. Under the same sky, across 8 phases of the moon, 13 heroes composed an epic together. 1 plus 8 plus 13 equals 2 11s.
Would it feel more fitting if the rest were written in Miss Irene's voice?
Agreed.
Then, we'll add one. A one like none that has come before. A one that blazes new trails. I make this wish. On the 12th day of the 11th month, 13 heroes will take every core flame ignited across 30 million lifetimes and scatter them among the stars. Later, when the people who know this story gaze upon the cosmos, they will discover that the countless stars in the sky now glow pink. And after 13 seconds, that radiant light will quietly fade away. It will be such a romantic, yet puzzling sight. But that's all right. They will keep that mystery close to their hearts, constantly pondering what the ego truly is. They will love. They will get hurt. They will rage. And in 30 million moments of helplessness, they will stitch their shattered hearts back together. Again and again. But remember this well. Losses are a constant on the flame chase journey. There may be pain along the way, but you and I will never be alone. They will come to understand what it means to lose, and in the end, they will choose to let go. They will offer their hearts to this world, to every companion they walk beside. And they will take in the hearts of others and pass them onward. For every soul that exists in this world, there is a different ego, a different prime mover of life. There will never be just one answer, not even for love. But when people gaze into the night sky and love what is fading with the same resolve they have to praise the stars, I want that soft, gentle pink in the sky to tell them, love will always be answered. This is a story about love, and a story about how to answer it. Whether it is one we have already written, or one you are yet to write, it will be a romantic story, like none that has come before. You think so too, right?
And a romantic story deserves an ending that is free and complete. When every clue and thread has found its end, and the weight of the pen is no longer constrained. Pour the spirit of trailblazing into it, and end this tale with the most pure and romantic period.
Light, sky, sea, stars, seeds, flowers, birds, hope, and love. Such words of beauty were how I first imagined the world. For as long as I can remember, I've used them to tell the stories of Amphorius. And now, this is the last one. A story about tomorrow. Dedicated to you.
This is very demo.
Once upon a time, morning glow, scattered light,
Yeah,
shone on you.
this is just demo.
Fading pounds,
We got a demo ending song.
frozen rhymes are traced roses on the breeze, whispers of past reverie. Please let me linger for now, enveloped in your sound.
If it's not Melee, it sounds like them. I mean, that is why I'm thinking of Emo
On the
too, I think.
pages, the ink our stories penned. No matter how it ends, I'll do it all again. Oh, stay true, blossom as spring renews, dreaming colors every hue. Tomorrow's highs to tomorrow's life, while walking step beside you. So stay true. Sing a song of reverie. Please stay true, cherish your memory. Go with love, your hearts are tears, rivers flow, as gardens grow. I hope you bloom in beauty. See you soon, after the end of time, in the mountain frozen rime. Now stay true, blossom as spring renews, dreaming colors every hue. Tomorrow's eyes to tomorrow's life, are walking step beside you. Now stay true, the winter's rhyme anew, woven memories are blue. Like a melody, sing our reverie. And in our memory, in the end of our journey.
Yep. Those were definitely some immaculate vibes. Yeah. It was a long and meandering... There's a long and meandering narration to get there, but the reward being that ending song was... That you wanna talk about vibes, that's some good vibes. Yeah, I'll have to check later too if Neely sang that or not. Whew. Well.
Ma'am. 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 Mammy, ma'am. Mammy. Ma'am. 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 Ma'am.
Back to where it began, huh?
Ma'am. 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 Ma'am.
Oh, what? Okay. See, they could let you play as the little Scrunkies. They don't do much, but they could. Just have to pilot her over here. Story ends. You can now play as Mem. Well, she plays. She moves slow though.
I guessed as much. It's no longer working.
Let's find someplace safe to set up a base of operations first. This statue and the buildings we've seen so far point to a civilization here on Amphorius. We can only hope that they're not hostile toward outsiders.
I've reunited with you so many times. And every time feels like the first time we met. Each time, love breaks through the stubborn cycles and takes flight toward a pink tomorrow.
Really? Where to now?
The end, huh? Whew. Well, it was a long and year-long journey. It took us the whole year. But we got here at the end. And we got rewarded with a really nice... Oh, they updated the portrait at the bottom. I see. So we got a new ability on this. Never did fill this all the way out. Ah, there it is. Okay. Basic attack gets enhanced. Huh. Never actually messed around with it. Okay. So, that is the end of the main story. MSQ is complete, chat. We are all done. Excuse me. But a little birdie told me, we're on the grapevine. There is a small little post-story optional quest that can give us a little more info, I think. Let me check. No, these are old quests. Oh, you know, it should be here, right? Yeah, there it is. Excuse me. See, sometimes they just hide this here. It's nice that they have this laid out for us, though. But yeah, we've got a little bit of bonus lore we can go and check out. Just to wrap things up, I guess. I don't think this is voice though, so we'll just delete it. Hi, miss me yet? Welcome to the story we wrote together. This page of eternity exists because of you. We're still here. Oh, what was the question? A moment later, you regain your senses. This is just an ink trace. It's a recording. Sorry, this is the only way I could leave you a message. Still, we've come such a long way together on the path of remembrance. Even though the Amphorius in my memories will forever continue its cycle, seeking the Iron Tomb in the past. But those who remember you, this story, and this eternal garden will always stay by your side, as part of As of Written, continuing to trailblaze with the Extra Express. Even though it's hard to guess what you are thinking, Stell, a heartfelt thank you would surely make the little flower in your heart bloom, right? Thank you, Stell. Oh, that's right. If you have time, can you please visit me in the little village in the memory? Who knows, I might have prepared a little pink present for you. This left a little memory shot thing you can open. Journal page. Lord knows we do need more context, right? Like, I get the general vibes, but there's definitely stuff I'm gonna need to like brush up on the wiki later in order to fully understand everything. This garden is the final page of As I've Written. Nebula blooms with radiance, tracing the silhouette of a garden. Newborn world is about to sprout. The scene is the ending of As I've Written, and also the origin point of the Emphorius in the real world. One day it will give birth to true life. The people in the memory will be born one by one, waiting for you tomorrow. The stars breathe silently. You are certain that the fruit of Emphorius has been planted. What about its cause? Until the day comes, the journey continues. Endless possibilities unfold beneath your feet, and only the memory. Only the memory remains in yesterday. The story of the flame shoots echo across the stars. People remember that Emphorius was a brilliant, magnificent world. You can let more people read As I've Written, preserving memories of this world. If you do this, the causality will become more stable. You can be certain, but you're willing to believe. This is a promise shared between you and many others. Perhaps it's time to fulfill my promise. So yeah, I guess the like where the galaxy is on the map is yeah, the icon's different. So this is where like the thing is gone now, but potentially that's where like a new galaxy could be born or something like that. Is what they're saying. So Stella, you're saying you want to mass print the text of As I've Written and publish it as a book? Not a bad idea. However, any publication on the Inter-Astro network must go to the IPC's channels. I'm not sure how they feel about this. We've already discussed the details of this project with the Business Consolidation Department. The verdict is approved for execution. Thanks to our experience in Urilo 6, we were able to close this deal. Rather than focusing on short-term gains, establishing a model of preservation will be more beneficial for long-term development. Besides, safeguarding new and growing civilizations is precisely what the Strategic Investment Department was made to do. According to Dr. Ratio, establishing a consistent understanding of Emphorius across the cosmos will aid its future to a certain degree. That's right, the Inter-Astral Peace Entertainment will handle the publication of As I've Written, and the IPC will cover all related expenses. As for liaising with the various planets, we'll leave that to the Nameless. I see you've long been prepared, as expected of the Throne of Worlds of Emphorius. Perhaps soon it'll be time for the young ones to take charge of the Express. Don't sound so world-weary. Well, you've got plenty of youth left. Even though the IPC is helping out, knowing you definitely want to go check it out yourself, right? Go ahead then, and sow the seeds of civilization. Create a story that belongs to you. Yeah, I guess this is what we're doing, right? Yeah, if we publish it, it becomes a well-known story, folklore, or something, then... yeah. Remembrance. Keep going, it's like an unwritten rule among the Nameless. Press forward and see through it to the end. Oh, we're actually dropping by all the planets?
It's still early. Where to?
Oh, I guess we also get a bit of follow-up about, like, what everything, like, how it affected the outside world and stuff. It's been a while still. I heard you were coming, so I invited Zila as well. The kids at the orphanage are too scared to even go outside now because of the destruction. Never mind then. What do you want to talk about? We counted the story behind As I've Written in the current state of Emphorius. I heard the whole cosmos was shaken up by what you did. Pretty impressive how you managed to sort everything out. Thanks to Miss Topaz Iron Tome vaccine and our timely shutdown of the engine of creation, Belobog was able to avoid another crisis. Don't worry, the reconstruction plan hasn't been affected, but I must say, even a tiny ripple in the universe becomes a tsunami when it reaches frontier planets. The same goes for Amphorius. As a similarly developing civilization, we are willing to contribute to its future. Goodwill is like a torch, it can only burn brighter when it is passed on. I'm not one for fancy words, but if you need help, I'll definitely be there. Alright, Stella, I've got something to ask you. Come with me later. Don't ask, just be there. I'm not playing around. Honor, remember, finally you're here. My necks are going numb. I heard from Clara that she was using Digatron to help with mining, but the power was too much and she fell and broke her leg. I'm afraid she won't be able to take interstellar flights anymore. She wants to hear your fresh stories from beyond the sky so she won't have any regrets. Something feels really fishy here. Just take it as the truth. Don't worry too much about the details. Honor, remember, you'll help Hook out, right? Well, since you all say so. You retell the story as the rest I've written to Hook sentence by sentence. Done in the voice of the Bob Sprite. Wowza. Legends, galaxies, giant monsters, so cool. I knew there are so many interesting things going beyond the sky. But Julian and the others wouldn't believe me. I'm gonna tell them right now. Sprang off with a bit of a wish and dashed away in the flesh. Runs even faster than me. Perhaps your story was so fascinating that I cured her without any treatment. I mean, I was just playing around earlier. She just wanted to see you. Children are all like that. All that fuss for nothing. Well, at least she's okay. I should get going. Keep an eye on Hook. Make sure she doesn't pull any weird stunts. The children's energy is tremendous. Ah, to be young. By the way, that book seems really interesting. Would you mind sharing a copy with me? Thinks that my child is being difficult, I can use it to comfort them. What's wrong with fairy tales? That story contains defiance, courage, and love. Exactly the qualities children should learn. Besides, writing fairy tales is quite challenging. You must believe in the existence of beautiful things to write about them. In my opinion, sometimes adults need fairy tales even more than children do. Since you've said so. Thank you. Now, could you sign this for me? And add a little message too. There's a word for this. Ah yes, book signing. Consider this practice for future book signings. Message, what should I write? I'll give the proper one. Well written indeed. This makes me the first owner of the exclusively signed copy. I will pass this book down through generations. 500 years, 1,000 years. As long as children keep growing up and children's children have children, it will never be forgotten. After all, some things must be remembered. Like that, Supreme Guardian, like all the acts of defiance that occurred among the stars. Dr. Natasha, I brought them. Where's that book? I can't remember all the details in it. Well then, shall I tell you the story again?
Moons does Amphorius have?
Heard there used to be 6.
That's more than we've got!
You know what, this is a nice epilogue, right? Like, actually going around spreading the story. Yeah, I guess we're gonna drop by all the other zones as well. Okay. Intro. I might as well wrap this up here with this one, you know. Fushin was also in that bathroom.
101010 is the way.
We'll give the proper epilogue to everything. So, Junior Sora, great changes are coming. Why not join the Utre as Master Diviner? That way I could catch a breather too. General Yao Guang must be joking. If I stay at the Law School, I'm sure to inherit the position of General. If I transfer to the Utre, I'll be nothing but a mere Master Diviner for life. How could I not see which path holds more promise? Junior Sora's optimism is truly delightful. Looks like optimistic general is a lawful specialty. The visit is here, so I should get going. Stell, what perfect timing. I was just about to visit the Astro Express. What's the matter? Counted the story. In the current state. Before obtaining this book, I only knew that golden blood was reaped in this battle, and thus it was deemed a great victory. I didn't know that within that golden blood lay such a stirring and tragic story. Shortly after the fall of Iron Tomb, the Alliance gathered all the generals to discuss the next course of action. The records in this book should provide them with additional support. Rest assured, whether through opera, storytelling, or crosstalk, the lawful never lacks ways to spread stories that capture people's hearts. Besides, the Alliance has been fighting battles everywhere in recent years, and there's been plenty of tales about their valor and victories. The word hero already carries weight in people's hearts. The faithful adaptation of this as of written within the Alliance is most definitely assured, but from what you've said, we want it to be remembered throughout the cosmos. Lawful alone may not be enough. This matter requires the Skyfaring Commission's assistance. We'll talk to Yukong. I will inform her of the full situation.
010 is the way.
We're literally spreading it as a... Okay. Jokes aside, like, this is the proper use of the term. A mimetic entity. A meme. But we want it to. I accidentally interacted with this thing. Amphorius is a mimetic entity, yes. A false sky sealed by a pantheon, an exploration of challenging taboos one after another. Sounds like some kind of fable. I can make you a promise that the Skyfaring Commission will provide its full support for matters relating to As of Written. From now on, the connections between Xianzhou ships will grow even closer, and I'll have merchant vessels export As of Written to our allied fleets. With the convenience of the Whistling Flames Guild, this matter should be handled quite smoothly. Though the lawful emerged victorious in the Battle of Iron Tomb, we do not escape unscathed. Your safe return is truly a blessing. Back when I was a pilot, I used to go on adventures everywhere with my companions in our starskiff. Even though we always managed to get out of sticky situations, we'd inevitably get a stern talking to when we returned. Those are the reckless days of my youth. If I had to choose again, I'd probably walk the same path, same as your account of the Trailblaze in your book. I'd like to ask you a personal question. What do you think about this journey to Amphorius? An unforgettable journey. Because it's important that we do not forget. And what an unforgettable journey it is. I can tell you cherish its memory for a long time. Memory is quite a peculiar thing. Sometimes I even think it's a prank by the Glowswapper. Whether the Foxians, the Celestials, or the Vidyadhara, they all possess lifespans far beyond the world. I especially feel like it happened yesterday. It's precisely because memories of war remain vivid, the Alliance stays vigilant and ready. Legions growing restless, and the fierce battle seems inevitable. We cannot and dare not let our guard down. The text scrolled by itself, chat. It went too fast. Ah, look at me. What am I saying? Be it the Aeons or the war, these topics are too grand. We shouldn't let them consume too much of our thoughts. Regarding As of Written, I will do my utmost, and won't let these heroic deeds be buried by the stars.
Who do you think is stronger, Lord Finan or General Jing Yuan? Who do you think is stronger, Lord Finan or General Jing Yuan?
They're talking about it now. They're power scaling it.
Ask the general.
They're power scaling it, chat. That's how you know it's become popular media. Or something.
It's still early. Where to now?
Mikai always welcomes visitors. For those who lose their way, he never fails to point them in the right direction. But there's no confusion in your expression. I'm guessing you're not here for answers. That's right. I went to a world that even Akavili never reached, and accomplished an unprecedented trailblaze. I want to share this experience with those who came before. Alright. Let's tell them what kind of story this reading is. Yeah, so much happened in Amphorius. How could I sum it up in sum it all up in just a few words? The story, I'm afraid, it's going to take a while. You know what? It's nice. I'm glad we came back here to revisit too. Forefathers. Let's start with the world of Amphorius. A world that defies destiny. A world born of conspiracy and sin, yet burned away alongside destruction. Before the cold and heavy destiny did not fall, but destiny itself did. Now for the meaning of this journey. As a member of the Flame Chasers, you've joined Amphorius' grand journey. You've encountered heroes, forged bonds, and achieved greatness together. As a traveler, your footprints have already reached far and wide. Such is the way of the Trailblaze. Explore, understand, build, and connect. But there's always a next stop on this journey. When the whistle of departure sounds, the Express will leave, carrying all memories with it. But the stars remember the name of every epic. It's like this trailblaze. It's a glimpse of the corner of the starry sky. I've made up my mind. Let me start from the beginning. I spent countless moments in this dream within a dream. As the story ended, a certain emotion in your heart grew stronger, like a burning ember. News doesn't travel as fast in dreams. Every plot twist of the story caught me completely off guard. Thanks, I guess that's all that needs to be said. I think Mikhail would have been proud of you all. The journey against the destruction and the stories behind it should be known by more people. I know a few publishers who can make dream bubbles based on sample books and put them on the market in Penacony. However, as you know, Penacony is a realm wrapped in syrup. I worry that epic tales of heroes will be too heavy for those living in dreams. All we can do is put it on the shelf. Whether it survives the competition, there are too many uncertainties. But I think, still, you should just follow what your heart tells you. People can only tell stories they truly believe in. Once you've made up your mind, go see Dr. Edward. I'll convince Mr. Ozzy to help out. See you later. In Penacony, dreams must conform to reality, and as I've written is no exception. What will you choose? Lucky for you, this is a dreamscape where furniture can talk. Wanna hear what you have to say? Ask the furniture for advice. You remember me, I've been watching you for quite a while. Tell me your story and I'll teach you about Nishad. As long as you immerse yourself in your own world, you won't get it. Right? Do you know that I wasn't always a doubtful? There used to be an owl. I'm not an owl anymore, I'm a doubtful. I'm gonna guess why? If you know, you know. If you don't, well, no amount of explaining will help. Riddlers need to get out of Penacony. Penacony sure is wacky. Captain, look at me. I'm the control stick and I'm an expert at controlling hearts. Trust me, just tweak the ending a tiny bit to make it less perfect and people will absolutely go crazy for it. Alright. Forever Attack provides practically zero guidance. Should I make some changes? As you know, nothing is taken seriously in Penacony. Even heroes' tales of blood and tears are just casual gossip over dinner. Remember Clocky, Brother Hanu, Miss Snow. They were all living legends, right? If As I've Written gets passed on in the same mocking way, is that really what you want? I believe in Amphoras. The answer was crystal clear from the start. The story of the tree Nameless is the best proof of that, isn't it? Ah.
It's still early.
And now we will allow the Greek epic to be reinterpreted into Disney movies and whatnot. Love, friendship, rage, regret. Such a tiny dream bubble contains such complex emotions. It's like pouring a whole bottle of vodka into a Dolan. Thank you for providing the memories. Here's my butter. It's bound to be a huge hit. Even if the results aren't what we expected, we'll still have the heroes' tap-downs in Vault of Genesis. That'll be just as big a success. Haha, just kidding. Rest assured, I'm a professional dream bubble collector. I know what can and can't be successful. And so, As I've Written was published in Penacony. Some guessed that the Alfalfa was behind it and they weren't wrong. It's such a big favor ready for the taking, why not use it? But the young folks keep stirring things up. Who knows, maybe they will actually change the universe one day. And then, finally, the space station.
It's still early. Where to now?
Right, let's send the damaged ships to Pier Point and have the IPC foot the bill. Oh, it isn't Stell. Perfect timing. I've got good news and bad news. Which would you like to hear first? Now that I think about it, starting the bad news was a bit too abrupt. Let me give you the good news first. I see this running joke's still running. Remember that star knot I gave you? The good news is that I got one from the space pirate. But his fleet was dispatched to fight against the Iron Tomb and that star knot was destroyed. I've reposted my purchase order. But it'll be tough to find another seller anytime soon for a ship of that size. Actually, I'm here for Iron Tomb too. Encounter the story behind As I've Written. I have to say that this idea is way more interesting than the researchers' projects. It's a shame you don't need funding, or I'll definitely invest a few 100 million credits. I took an elective called History of Frontier Planets back in my student days. The professor warned us on the first day not to take everything at face value. Many worlds add exaggerated elements to their local hero legends, claiming their ancestors' bloodlines are inherited from some aeon. Eventually, having an extraordinary origin story became quite the trend. But isn't that how stories work? When enough people believe in them, they gradually become reality. How can As I've Written added to the space station's required reading list? The researchers may not be interested in mythology, but once they hear it's Madame Herta's project, they'll get excited as Peppy seeing a space. There's Herta. Madame Herta has overexerted herself. She still needs some time to recover. Who said that? A mere Lord Ravager is enough to make me overexert myself. I just wasn't online, that's all. The IBC keeps pestering me about forming some alliance. I got tired of their nagging, so I just turned on auto-answering mode. Oh right, Stell. I've got some more good news. After Iron Tomb fell, the Scepter was ruined, but Screwy and I managed to salvage a majority of data. They are crucial for the newborn Amphorius. Well, let's call it that for now. If things go smoothly, the world's evolution can skip its inorganic life phase and take a big step forward. Besides, the last extrapolation bracket, the one where you acted as the world-bearing titan, is crucial. The Trailblazer will replace the destruction and purify this world. Screwy has signed a special agreement with the IPC. They will closely monitor the state of Amphorius for a while. Alright. Yeah, see now, this is what I was wondering about, right? We're getting concrete answers. Here we go. What happened to Cyrene? Excuse me. As the heart of the scepter, she too filled the cosmos in the instant when Iron Tomb swept off across all of existence. She became the memories of the stars. A surging imaginary energy enabled her to create a miracle. With herself as the cradle, she closed the cycle of causality in Amphorius, making a world emerge from the memories. Of course, I know you just want to hear the outcome. Let me put it this way. She's still just sleeping. Maybe she'll open her eyes again as a pink memo sprite and once again embark on the journey to meet you. But that had already happened in the past. In her subjective time, everything has become eternal. She was smiling when she left me, so don't be sad. She'd tell you the same if she was here. Yeah, stuck in a loop, I guess. How long to a new Amphorius is born? I can't make any promises. That planet will gradually become how you remember it to be, but no one can tell when that will. It might take 1,000 Ember eras, or it might only take a year or two. The only thing for certain is that what you are doing will surely hasten its growth. My advice is, continue the journey, be prepared for the worst, but keep hope in your heart. You know that if there's one thing the world of Amphorius isn't short of, it's miracles. So, what is the prime mover of life? Screwy and I have reached a consensus on that. Regrettably, the answer given by the Scepter is indeed destruction. You can find a more detailed discussion in the database. But that's not Amphorius' answer, and I don't imagine it's yours either. I have my own insights on this, which I've written in the annotation. If you're interested in that kind of stuff, you can make it your own research topic. Okay, then I'll disconnect for now, there's lots of stuff to deal with. Herta signing off. Madame Herta has actually been thinking about Amphorius all this time. The last time she couldn't stop talking about something was when we contained the Stellaron. You guys have written to us. I'll contact you again when we have news. I wonder if we'll get a little tease at the end of like, hey, we were doing good work and Amphorius is really progressing or something. At last, your journey of sowing has reached its end and you return to the Astro Express. Looking back, the Amphorius you spoke of has taken root deep across the universe, quietly awaiting the day it would sprout. Perhaps this is the final step of Genesis. What are you spacing out for? You finish your missions too? Of course! After all, we three Trailblazer Amphorius together. I ran my heart out for this. I received a message from March when I was leaving Thalassa, so I came back with her. She ran into some trouble on Calcis. Don't even get me started. I'm already shy as is, and then the syntheses of Beacon had to break down. Thank goodness Dan Hun can speak the Clay's language. Also, I discovered a new species resembling chimeras in Spindle Tree. There were no prior records of it. Does that mean there could be planets completely filled with dromuses? Let's wait for Himeko and Mr. Yang to come back before we do a full debrief. You should rest for now, Stella. You look tired. Yeah, see you in a bit then. The road has never been so quiet, as if though you could hear the sound of heartbeats. This is the final structure right for Amphorius. Only fate knows when it will respond. But you know, whether it's tomorrow or the day after tomorrow, they're all on the path of Trailblaze. Not as parallel lines, but... the line got cut off.
Strong. Eyes forward.
It's points that seem to converge. That's what it was.
See you tomorrow, Amphorius.
See you tomorrow. Yeah. Alright. Well, that's our little epilogue, I guess. That's the end of, That's the end of the... Hang on. I think there's one more thing I wanted to do. Apparently this radio has been updated.
This is the Inter-Astral Peace broadcast. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
We are here to bring you the latest news from across the cosmos.
Through the combined efforts of multiple factions, the menace of the Lord Ravager, known as Iron Tomb, has been successfully neutralized.
The Intelligentsia Guild reports its first observation of a newly formed celestial body, designated as Amphorius, which has since been officially incorporated into astral charts.
The ongoing Worlds Reborn initiative has officially entered its third phase, as Benzai Tengoku continues to make remarkable strides in cultural revitalization.
A hacking incident has targeted the new Eden 3 mining facility, with investigators confirming the Stellaron Hunters as the perpetrators. Let's take a closer look at the details. In recent developments, the Lord Ravager Iron Tomb, once a scourge upon the universe, has been decisively crushed.
In a joint operation spearheaded by the Inter-Astral Peace Corporation and supported by the Astral Express, Cienjo Alliance, Genius Society, and numerous other forces, the civilizations of the universe have achieved a decisive victory over the destruction.
This marks the fall of yet another Lord Ravager, following the Galaxy Rangers' defeat of Zulo.
With its reach spanning the cosmos, Iron Tomb delivered devastating blows to countless worlds. In response to this catastrophe, the Inter-Astral Peace Corporation took decisive action, overseeing the restoration of all affected planets.
The broad-spectrum vaccine developed by the Technology Department has been confirmed to effectively prevent Iron Tomb infections. For star zones without medical coverage, the IPC will distribute vaccines in phases. Residents are urged to remain calm.
During the aftermath, a mysterious but benign data stream assisted in purging the remaining virus. On every affected device, it left a single message. Hello, world.
The Inter-Astral Peace Corporation expresses heartfelt thanks to this anonymous protector and salutes all frontline workers for their dedication.
Together, we stand united.
That's a nice
As the
touch.
firm pillar supporting civilized society, the IPC is committed to advancing operations against the Antimatter Legion. Stay tuned for ongoing coverage. We wish for good news ahead. Now that the Iron Tomb crisis has subsided, a kindling of civilization, nurtured by the Remembrance, has been lit in the cosmos.
According to information provided by the Nameless, IPC representatives have learned that this newborn planet is called Amphorius.
Dr. Veritas Ratio of the Intelligentsia Guild stated that, according to the Xandar recurrence theorem, Amphorius will inevitably give rise to civilization, and its Memoria content will serve as a key foundation for the evolution of that civilization.
Through reverse engineering of the scepter fragments, Genius Society members number 76, Mr. Screwlum, and number 83, Madame Herta, have successfully replicated a portion of the data.
This suggests that life which once existed in this world may one day be reborn in the future.
The IPC will uphold the principles of the preservation and provide essential protection and guidance for this planet. The Intelligentsia Guild has invited both geniuses to collaborate on this endeavor. However, Madame Herta has yet to give a definitive response.
We remain confident that Amphorius, in due course, will establish itself as a beacon within the cosmic community.
After several amber eras of relentless effort, the Worlds Reborn initiative has recently successfully entered into its third phase, marked by the extensive restoration of cultural
that's the last bit about
Benzai Tengoku.
Once confined to a canvas, the picturesque
I think
world
this
of
stuff
Benzai
is
Tengoku has become
this stuff is the
reality
tease
for
for the
its
next patch.
Imaginae inhabitants, thanks
So
to
we
the
could hang around and
IPC's
listen to it, I guess.
Their unique artistic
This is a lot of.
are
See how much
now
info they're
being
just
shared
hiding off in the
throughout
corner of the
via
train.
the Inter-Astral Network.
Madam Thurl, Secretary
I mean, I
of the
guess we can
Strategic
listen to it.
Investment Department and current Daikokuzo, announced that the upcoming stage of the Worlds Reborn initiative will center on artistic innovation, driving robust growth in cultural sectors.
This might be next year's
Preparations for the new Lunament Festival are well underway. Established by the Eon of Elation, this time-honored event continues
I mean, they
to attract
wouldn't be
interest from all corners.
they wouldn't be voicing this entire thing if it wasn't important,
Wishes
right?
the ceremony every success, expressing the hope that happiness and celebration will spread throughout all of Benzai Tengoku.
A short while ago, New Eden 3, an important mining facility under the umbrella of the IPC, fell victim to a hacking attack.
Previously ravaged in the fight against the Legion, the planet underwent reconstruction, during which massive reserves of antimatter crystal ore were identified underground.
Following a thorough assessment, the IPC approved a development plan for the mine, believing that its high concentration of imaginary energy will provide a significant boost to the region's industrial recovery.
The head of the mining site reported receiving an anonymous warning prior to the attack. Currently, excavation has been halted due to a network outage.
An investigation by the IPC's cybersecurity department has confirmed that Silver Wolf, a member of the Stellaron Hunters, was behind the recent cyber attack.
The Inter-Astral Peace Corporation strongly condemns such acts of public property destruction and threats to cosmic security, and has increased the bounty on Silver Wolf by 1 billion credits.
We encourage all citizens of the cosmos to come forward with any information. This station will issue additional rewards to those who provide useful leads.
And this is the end of our broadcast. Please tune in for our next episode. Thank you for listening.
Goodbye.
Alright. Well. That's the end of
You
the...
mean you just waved a probe around in deep space and found our pal and Don Hung?
Oh wait,
That
even
little
more
thing's
epilogue
really
hidden
that
stuff?
Impressive, ninja girl.
These guys were the ones that brought us back to the train?
This is a ninja tech device, blessed by
Ah.
the Great One. It senses the ultra-low frequency electric waves of the human body.
Oh, that's a whole lot of pretty wubbaboo. But since we found him, let's drop the act. You played it well, but who do you think you are? Brother Hanu? Thinking you could pass as a Galaxy Ranger?
Lord Cowboy Ninja, you have turned on me for no reason. Don't tell me the traitorous monkey ninja bewitched you. Are you walking the path of heretics now?
Enough. A name is Silvergun Shura.
Ugh. This is why I hate putting over-the-top characters into the script. You and this mysterious ninja girl. Both of you are impossible to play. Director Sparkle doesn't care for madmen.
Cut the chatter. What's your real reason for being here?
Come on. What bad intentions could a masked fool possibly have? Just here to watch a show. Shuffle a few cards.
The last time Aha was on this train,
My two prized
blew it up.
actors were drifting through space for ages, and you all couldn't find them. What choice did I have but to come myself? Otherwise, who's going to share the stage with me?
You don't even care about the Iron Tomb disaster threatening the whole universe. It seems the fool's wisdom isn't all that deep.
Ranger, don't think waving some righteous flag gives you the right to throw sidelong jabs. And don't act like you've got no motives of your own. You're hoping this war involving the gods might be the key to freeing that broken-legged wolf.
Who else knows about that?
Just me. Do you believe it? Relax. I'm not interested in disturbing that living legend. I just couldn't resist messing with you when I saw you come back empty-handed.
You little... Fine. Since you saved our pal and Don Hong, get out of here. But remember what you said. Leave the boss alone. Or else.
You don't have to worry at all. In Director Sparkle's next script, gray hair gets the spotlight.
Oh no. Are we gonna have to deal with her again in the next section? I guess so. Alright. I think that's the last of the next year's teasers. Whew. It's been a long journey. But I think we covered everything that we wanted to. Oh wait, no, there's one more memorial bubble right here. Okay. I think there's one more.
Let's skip the formalities about how the Express crew led the formation of the Cosmic Alliance and saved civilization from the destruction.
Leave all these teasers lying around.
Thanks to the Express crew's support, our operations stayed on course, even under the relentless pressure from the Marketing Development Department. Miss Himiko, the Strategic Investment Department extends its deepest thanks.
Your department's contributions during the crisis did not go unnoticed. But besides disaster relief and holding the line, you've had your hands full with something else too, haven't you?
Indeed. The Cosmic Alliance's victory this time has revealed something truly precious. A glimpse of what united civilizations can accomplish in the face of destruction. Our department is summarizing key lessons from this campaign. If another crisis of this scale appears on the horizon, we intend to have a system ready to respond.
If the IPC can take the lead in establishing a true frontline against the destruction, it will bring hope to every civilization.
Of course, that still hinges on continued support from the Astral Express. Once the Iron Tomb matter is settled, we will be in touch again, Miss Himiko.
Yeah, alright. There is multiple memorial bubbles. Alright, we gotta...
General Jing Yuan, it's been too long. Did Miss
follow up with all of
Fishwing
them.
return safely?
Well, she almost had a near-death experience this time.
The Omniscia foresaw Iron Tomb's obliterating strike. It also told me there was no avoiding it, no surviving it.
Yet in that exact moment, the Seer strategist sent a message. The empty fortune has cracked open, and fate can now be decided. Then we lost contact. Alas, always so cryptic. Your brilliant senior soarer never says anything plainly. Left me pacing all night.
Stop lying, General.
No need to be upset, Master Diviner. Cryptic talk comes with the territory of being a general.
The soldiers of the Cienjo stood firm in this battle amidst overwhelming odds. Their courage and sacrifice deserve recognition. And it just so happens that the golden blood of ruin the Alliance needs is in the Nameless's hands. It was taken by the hero Kazlana of Amphorius at the cost of his life, directly from Nanook themselves. Though Kazlana is no longer part of this world, that kid can still reach a fragment of his memory. Perhaps Kazlana would be willing to entrust the golden blood to an ally who went to great lengths for Amphorius.
In that case, very well. On behalf of the Cienjo Alliance, I offer our deepest respect to the world of Amphorius and her brave, noble heroes. To strike an eon as a mortal, even for but a fleeting instant, this deed alone deserves to be etched into the stars and remembered forever.
Alright.
Mr.
Well, at least,
Boothill,
yeah, we are following
it's
up
a
on all the
relief to
characters.
see you alive and
Probably.
well after all that bloodshed.
Born tough. Though, I ought to apologize to you, Miss Himiko, for missing the Express's signal earlier.
The soldiers of both the IPC and the Cienjo saw the way you all fought on the front lines. Please accept my sincere thanks for the bravery the
Yeah, the
Rangers
Galaxy Rangers
showed.
did show up.
No need for thanks, Miss Himiko. I ain't the leader of the pack, didn't bring many along. Most of those who showed up for this fight have a personal score to settle with the destruction. That's why they fought like they had nothing to lose.
The Express crew owes you and Miss Rappa a special thanks for retrieving her and Don Hung after the battle. With the Scepter put out of commission, there was a lot of chaos across the Amphorius segmentum. Even with signal tracking, finding them was no simple task.
Maybe her ninjutsu really is the real deal.
Speaking of which, where is Miss Rappa?
Don't worry, she's gone to help the other Rangers. I'll pass on the Astral Express's message to her.
Okay, that's the last of it, chat. You can talk to Pom Pom. Hi, Pom Pom. It's been a while. We haven't been back on the Express. Canonically, we haven't been back here for ages. Alright, yeah, that was good. And you know what, chat? Funny enough, this session, once it goes up on YouTube, Penacony, and Forest Finale, this is session 100. Nice round number, huh? Maybe it was meant to be. Alright, I'm gonna call it a that for tonight. Thanks for watching. Catch you guys around soon. Peace.